So, of all the weird things you want to do in a day, could it be take a personality test to tell you who you are? No? Well, we decided we would.
Let's see how that one goes. So we ran across these self-scoring personality tests at Barnes & Noble and thought, you know, why not? So essentially you are asked a series of questions throughout 4 different tests, and you answer them, and then you score yourself to see what different parts of your personality are present. So we are going to go take this and then come back and discuss the results.
I don't know why we're doing this. I can tell you that she's a sociopath.
In case you didn't know.
We'll be back.
Do you have a number 2 pencil?
Maybe.
I've never felt so vulnerable in my life.
I've never felt so stupid in my life. Okay, personality test done. Now what we did in these, guys,
is there are 4 tests that we answered the questions to.
And we picked one question from each section that struck us as
strange, odd, or interesting for whatever reason.
Exactly.
And we thought we'd go through this with you.
We should probably do the intro. We haven't done the Hey, It's Lea spoof.
Yeah. Well, they know who we are by this point.
True. You know who we are. Okay, so the first section of the personality test
was the personality factor 1. I don't know what this one was for. Oh, I think it's in the answers. So you have to go to the answers to figure out what it was. Oh, to figure out if we are introverts or extroverts.
Yes.
So,
before I give you my answer, I'm going to tell you what I thought was one of the questions that I flagged as
weird. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says to me, question number 9, and it is as follows. Would you prefer to marry a person who is A, a thoughtful companion, or B, very sociable? And I have to ask myself, is this really a legitimate question? Because do I go around looking for someone to marry going, they're not sociable enough for me?
Well, maybe that's, somebody does find that.
Really?
Maybe that's, you know, somebody wants to be a I don't know. I can see where that might appeal to somebody. Maybe that's something that they think about. They want somebody that's gonna, I guess I can see that.
Yep, more than I could.
My one that I had trouble with was, if you had a choice of working as a receptionist or being your own boss, which would you choose? And I'm like, well, is it a Monday or a Tuesday or a Wednesday? Because I'll be honest with you. There are days I'm like, I could ask you if you wanted a hot apple pie with that. And then there's days where I would tell you that I'm going to sit here and analyze the spreadsheet all day and it's going to be great. So I really was conflicted because I'm like, some days I would take the receptionist job. Some days I want to be the boss. I don't know. However, that kind of comes down to the results on this one. So you were ranked between 0 and 20.
0 is extremely extroverted. 20 is extremely introverted.
I am not surprised that I fell smack dab in the average section with 11.
I also fell smack dab in the average section with 10.
Oh! So you are just a shade more introverted than me?
Apparently so. What the what?
Okay, I have to call BS on that because if anything, I am introverted and you are more extroverted to me.
I agree with that. But there are times that you're very extroverted. You're out there and I'm introverted. I think we have our moments where at times I'm more pulled in and you're more out there, and then there's times when I'm more out there and you're more pulled in.
That's why we balance so well.
Probably so.
We are pretty much even keel in terms of introvert.
Wow,
that's pretty
We
neat.
should probably tell you, if you haven't already figured out, we don't know each other's answers. So
I thought that would be best if we didn't know.
Actually learning this as we go.
Okay,
but we both ended up average.
We are both average. Well, I guess that's a good thing. I mean, I'm not mad at that. Test number 2 was the emotional stability test.
Emotional stability test.
So, this one, let's go into our questions that we had for this one.
Okay, my question was question number 15, and it is as follows. And mind you, some of these questions were a little weird, but we did want to keep it PG rated, so we opted not to use some of the questions. But the question that I chose is number 15, and it says, do you, A, or do you not, B, have fear of heights, or elevators, or tunnels, or going outside? Now this one really struck me as odd because, like, I am not fond of heights. I am not fond of elevators. I don't know that I have necessarily a hate of tunnels, but I could see
yes, because when we drove to Canada from Detroit and we went through that tunnel that went underground, you were like seriously uncomfortable. I mean,
my problem with that tunnel was we was under the water and water was streaming on the windshield. It wasn't like a drip. No, it was a steady stream coming down.
She was panicked. It was great. I was like, what?
We was in gridlock traffic in a standstill, and there's this stream of water falling on the. Okay, so maybe
you better have answered yes to those. Did you answer A? What did you answer?
I answered A, ironically, but only I answered yes, but only because of I do have a fear of heights, and I'm not particularly fond of elevators. They're not something that I'm particularly pleased with. But going outside, really going outside?
Well, that's true.
I mean, going outside is a legitimate fear for someone that is an extrovert, that doesn't want to socialize, and doesn't want to and doesn't want to see their neighbor. But I wouldn't classify that with escalators, heights, and tunnels. Escalators, heights, and tunnels are three things that can kill you. Going to your mailbox, not likely to kill you.
Okay, you're killing me.
I'm just saying.
So, the one, that was a good one. But the question that I circled as interesting was, have you or have you not felt aggravated about trivial irritations?
I don't even remember that question.
Now, here's my problem with this, and maybe I'm overthinking it, but the mere definition of irritations generally would lead you to believe you've been irritated or aggravated by them. Their name alone indicates that you probably have a problem with them. Otherwise, they wouldn't be irritating. So
that is a good point.
I read this question and I was like, well, what else would I feel about irritations? Woohoo! Thigh chafing. Woohoo! What? That's the first thing that I thought was, never been excited by that, but maybe I'm wrong.
Ooh, gosh have mercy, gosh have mercy.
So, in terms of the scoring for this test ranged from 0 to 30. 0 being neurotic, and 30 being unshakable. Now, again, I am not surprised that I fell right in the center with average, with 14.
Ooh, wow.
So I am neither unshakable nor neurotic. I guess it depends on the day.
I would have to stand up to that and tell you that I got a solid 20, which puts me at steady.
Steady. Wow.
Like a rock.
Steady.
Like
because
a rock.
I would dedefinitely have put you at neurotic. I'm just saying.
I would not. Moving along.
I think honestly, if I were going to rate you, I would put you actually below the average mark, more towards sympathetic and emotional. I would have, if it was me judging you. What are you trying to say about it? And I probably would have put me higher than average, more towards calm and balanced.
Well, that's not what the personality test said. The personality said, I'm like a rock.
Right. Don't believe everything you read on the internet.
So, moving along.
The third test, which probably was my favorite.
We probably shouldn't listen to her. You should listen to me. I'm more steady. The third test, which unfortunately I got slaughtered in, which was the personality factor 3 test. They gave you 15 partial drawings, and they wanted you to make something out of them that was a legitimate item.
So it was a creativity test.
one that I failed at miserably.
So let's go ahead and show them.
You can show them yours.
No,
you don't need to show them mine.
Show the results.
You don't need to see mine. Trust me.
So here are my drawings. Not bad. Pretty. You can identify most of those items, right? Allow me.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
These are Leanne's.
Sam, boop.
Didn't even focus.
I know. That was the point. I'm not an artist. Shut up.
The scoring for this, you actually had to have somebody else look at those, and if the drawings were identifiable, you got a point. If they weren't, you didn't get a point. So you were scored between 1 and 15. How many did you get, Ed?
I got 9, but that's because my wife was being generous and very nice to me, which put me just slightly under average, or over average.
I got a quick battery change there.
Quick battery change. So, personality factor number 4.
Oh wait, we didn't go into the personal. Obviously, I was very creative in number 3.
Tammy was very creative in number 3. No doubt. I mean, honestly, guys, she is the creative side of Les Bouffe. Anything you see that is creative in this channel, it's her. I just come up with the great nifty ideals.
She does. She's good at that.
And sometimes I don't even come up with all of them.
And I just make them happen.
She makes them happen.
Okay, all right. So last test is the strong-mindedness. Now this was a series of like 210 questions. 210
very weird questions. Again,
some of them were meant to throw you off.
We kept them PG for the channel. I'm going to go into mine because I felt it was a very interesting question to me.
Okay.
My question was number 113 that I flagged, and it was, would you like to be a lion hunter? Now, I flagged this question. Now, my answer to this question was no, just so you put that out there. But I can honestly say that as a child growing up, I didn't sit around and go, ooh, I want to be just like blah, blah, blah. He's a lion hunter. No, I wanted to be an astronaut. And then I wanted to be a veterinarian. And then I wanted to be, you know, the gas station attendant. And God knows what else. But nowhere in my life did I say, ooh, I want to be just like Crocodile Dundee. Or, I mean, let's be realistic here. As a child, would you like to be a lion hunter? I mean, you grow up thinking about things you would like to be. As an adult, you think about things you would like to be.
Current.
Yeah,
it's not.
But even
it's not like past tense. Like, did you want to? And you're. It's. Do you now want to be a lion hunter? Do you want to go to the Louisville Zoo and shoot a lion?
No.
Okay.
But even using it in current day, I mean, lion hunter? Seriously?
That's true.
No.
The question that I flagged, again,
No.
I might be overthinking this a little much.
Uh-oh.
But the question was, are you belligerent? I mean, like right now? And please note, of the 210 questions, they waited until 205 to ask that question. And I'm like, am I currently belligerent? Does the test make me feel belligerent? Have I ever been belligerent? Or is this a constant state that I'm in? Because I can be belligerent.
Oh, she can.
I mean, I can do it.
Oh, yes.
But
I've seen it firsthand.
am I belligerent? I don't know the answer to that. I mean, I had to put a question mark. I need more information. You're about to see belligerent. So, this test was scored between under 50, all the way up to over 400.
Now, under 50 was listed as very timid and easily dominated, whereas over 400 was very aggressive, inflexible, and bossy.
Inflexible and bossy.
That's what I said, inflexible and bossy.
I'm
really?
not
You must have had 400, didn't you?
I was just going to say, I wonder what happens when you get over 400. Tell me. What happens?
I didn't get over 400. I wouldn't know because I'm like a rock.
Oh, Lordy. So what was your score?
No, I've been doing my score first all along. You do your score.
My score was 194. Right smack dab in the center. Which leaves me at shy, and warm-hearted. I'm sorry, that's like my middle name. Right? What did you get?
I got 197. Which is also shy and warm-hearted.
The only thing shy about you is nothing. I don't know anything shy about you.
That's what I got.
You took the test wrong.
Apparently, I wasted my money.
Recount the votes. We need to recount the votes.
No. Apparently, we just wasted our money because we bought 2 of these. We just needed to buy one.
With the exception of the creativity factor.
Oh yeah, you blew me out of the water on that one.
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I got 197, a couple points higher than you, which was shy, which I thought was interesting because the warm-hearted part I can see to some degree, but not the shy part because I am not shy. I am so not shy.
And okay, so I'm thinking back to some of these questions, right? And I'm like, I know when I was doing these, I was like, oh, Leanne's gonna say this. Oh, Leanne's gonna say that. Like, number 198, do you lose your temper less often than the average person?
I put no. Because I don't believe I lose my temper less often than the normal person. No, I don't. I don't.
Huh.
I don't.
Okay, so maybe we should take this for each other.
Oh.
Because,
wow. Really? We're going to do it like that, huh? But it was odd that I got shy and warm-hearted. I didn't feel that was accurate for me.
I am flabbergasted by this. Mine, I could see.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about the shy. I can be shy, but...
I can tell you from taking this test, I think it's wrong.
I think it's fun, though. It's kind of funny to see where you fall on these scales.
It is. I have successfully managed to know that I am not an artist, but I don't have a creative bone in my body when it comes to this kind of stuff, which this does not surprise me.
You'll probably see my renderings in the Smithsonian, or, you know, they'll be framed somewhere. They're gorgeous. Just saying. So, guys, let us know what you think. Some of you that know us or just by watching our videos, do you feel like these assessments were spot on or crazy?
Like a rock. You're gonna hear that all night long, like a rock. I'm gonna sing it to them song. I'm gonna sing my favorite song, like a rock.
Great. She'll sing that all night long.
Guys, seriously though, this was a lot of fun. If you haven't done it, you should probably swing by. We got ours at Barnes & Noble.
I think you can find them online too. It's pretty
Absolutely.
pretty easy.
It was a lot of fun. Most of our fun was in just assessing each other and laughing and having fun with this, because I really don't believe that this is accurate.
To some degree, I guess.
I answered them accurately.
I just don't know how much stock I would put in the answers or the assessment. But it was fun to do, and I would definitely check it out, especially if it's a nice cold winter day like today and you just want to chill out at the house.
Absolutely.
Catch us on Wednesday when we'll be talking about Thanksgiving and Black Friday traditions that we have.
Yep.
Thanksgiving is next week.
We are very excited about that.
I'm not sure how we got this far in the year already.
It is crazy. It is crazy that we're this far in the year.
But we will catch you guys later. Bye.
Toodles.